true.
Oh,
but literally, baby, I'm craving some fettuccine Alfredo from Olive Garden, but also homemade. Anyways, hey guys, welcome back. It's your girl Raven and
your boy Jalen.
And today we are doing a reaction video to
I'm a Sociopath. Ask Me Anything from Jubilee. You guys already know. If you want more content like this, hit that like button, comment, and hit the notification bell so you can stay up to date with the latest and greatest content. Also, make sure that if you want to watch the original video, the link is in the description down below. So if you don't want to see our two awesome faces, well then
I think you do.
I think you do though. Come on.
If you don't, then pop off. Sorry.
Come on. Anyway, we are back. Let's get into this reaction, man. Yo, Raven, I did it three times. I did 3 times.
He keeps messing up our handshake.
Come on, yo.
Ready? Stop messing.
I want to fight you so bad.
You hear that?
I said I want to write you so bad because I miss you at work when I go into work.
He's a heifer, y'all.
Okay.
Plays too much.
Okay. Okay. I'm a sociopath.
Ask me.
That's what
anything. Who said that?
I think you low-key are though.
Who knows? I'm gonna go to therapy and find out.
Yo.
Can I know that you're being honest with me and did you lie to any of us?
I don't think I've lied to anybody. I guess I could be lying to you.
If you were alone in a room with a diagnosed sociopath, what would you ask?
Have you ever been in love?
What does...
So, what is the... For those who don't know the definition of a sociopath...
She definitely doesn't know what the definition of a sociopath is.
Let's just remind y'all.
That's why she's kind of, introducing the question like that.
It's an antisocial personality disorder. So, and it's, we gotta care about mental health because mental health is a big thing. So, it begins to show symptoms in childhood, but condition cannot be diagnosed until adulthood. Fun fact. Okay, just wanted to remind y'all what a sociopath is.
She wanted to be reminded of her
like
damn
for you?
self.
Have
Come
you
on
ever
now.
felt guilt?
That's it. Like a complicated question.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Okay, that's good.
What's your name?
Greg.
All right, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. What age were you diagnosed?
I think I was around 21, 22.
How old are you?
I am 33.
What's your definition of a sociopath?
Yeah.
A sociopath to me is someone who has no regard for themselves or for other people. You're very impulsive, very irresponsible, reckless, basically like a child.
Were you surprised when you got diagnosed?
I don't think surprised is the right word. I think relieved. Like I had felt out of control and I didn't understand why I was doing what I was doing for a long time. So knowing that there was an actual reason behind why I was doing these things, it was really like kind of freeing in a way.
What made you think you was a sociopath?
Waking up in prison was probably my first clue.
Do you mind me asking
Wait,
what led you
what is that?
Waking up in prison.
Oh, wow.
So I think he's gonna explain.
to go to prison?
I've committed several crimes. I was using drugs and selling to support my habit. I also have many retail thefts.
How long ago
Jeez.
did you commit those crimes?
The last time I committed any crimes was 2011.
And then you haven't committed any crimes since then?
I wouldn't say I haven't committed any crimes. I haven't committed any major crimes since then. Actually, I don't even drive recklessly anymore like I used to. I stopped stealing. Now that I say it, I don't know if I've been doing crimes. I think I changed my ways.
What made you make the decision to change your life?
Not wanting to go back to prison. It was one of the worst experiences of my life.
What do you think people most often misunderstand about being a sociopath?
Personally, I think that
Good
the
question.
stereotype is that they're incredibly violent and just malicious just to be mean and just for its own sake. At least for me, that's not how it presents. More often than not, people with antisocial personality disorder or sociopaths, they're just irresponsible, impulsive people that can lead to you being a little bit aggressive and irritable, but the myth that they're violent and just out of control monsters is blown way out of proportion.
Have you ever manipulated someone to benefit you?
Yeah, of course. I feel like everyone manipulates other people to an extent. We're all trying to get something out of any given relationship.
Okay. I haven't really thought of it that way. For me, it's more like mutual respect and wanting to do others for people to make them feel better.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I look at all of my relationships as very transactional, and it's just kind of the way that I engage with the world.
What are some things?
So basically,
Right,
he looks
yeah.
at the relationship as
It only benefits him.
it only benefits me because I'm asking you to do something for me. I believe that's
but
the
like
way
doesn't
he's
care about
how
how
it
they
may
feel?
Yeah. So if I looked at our relationship as very transactional, that means that I'm only asking you for things really, and I'm not really going to give it back.
So
As
it's
if you-
it's like a one-sided.
For the most part, I
feeling.
believe that is the direction he's going with this by saying that. Or he just looks at you as,
Like nothing.
monetary
Pretty much like nothing.
reasons. But yes, for nothing. All I'm getting is benefits from you aside from actually being in a relationship with you. Yes.
Okay, sorry. Okay, can you go back like 2 seconds?
Yeah.
Too far. Thank you.
It's just kind of the way that I engage with the world.
What are some things that piss you off?
When people can admit they're wrong or made a mistake, that drives me absolutely crazy. And I think that's just
accountability.
because I used to do that same thing. I used to not ever admit that I was wrong.
What does empathy look like for you, if you have empathy at all?
So I call it cognitive empathy. It's just me making sure that I put myself in someone else's shoes, like intentionally. My first response in any given situation is never empathy. It's usually some like logical like solution to the problem, when a lot of the times that's not what people need. They need you to listen and just be there for them.
Have you ever felt guilt or remorse? Is that something that you feel?
That's like a complicated question. So at the time, I didn't feel bad about anything that I did. I really didn't have a care in the world. Once I move on from it, like in my head, it's over to me, which isn't great when you cheated on your partner and then they don't forget about that.
Yeah.
But I would. I regret it now because I don't like that I put people through that, and I don't like that I hurt them. But that's now. That wasn't then.
I wanted to ask you what your childhood was like.
She only came up when she
Like I
said,
don't store memories very well, so I don't necessarily remember much of my childhood.
Is that a condition associated with being a sociopath?
From what I've gathered, memory is tied to emotion fairly strongly. The way that I experience emotions is not quite as deep as other people, so the emotional tie to like memories that makes them stick in your brain doesn't really happen for me that often.
Did you tell your
Wow.
parents about your diagnosis right away?
No, actually I didn't. I've only actually mentioned it to my parents one time. When I told them, they didn't believe me. They're like, that's not the Greg I knew. And I guess it just speaks to how fooled I had them. They just didn't believe that I was capable of those things.
Have you ever been in love? And do you feel love?
I think so. Like, I do experience emotions and love and connection and closeness. It's just maybe not to the depth or like breadth of some other people.
Who would you say is your favorite?
What?
Okay, Jayla.
What?
Question.
What? I have no question.
Why do you keep looking at me sideways?
I was not looking at you sideways.
You think I'm not gonna look back at this camera and see?
What are you talking about?
I felt in my peripheral vision. Anyways. Yeah. Okay.
Person in your life right now?
Probably my son. Followed very shortly
Damn,
after
man,
my partner.
damn.
He's one of the main reasons that I've gotten better.
And your diagnosis hasn't affected your parenting in any way?
Wanting to be the best dad I can for him
Wow, you have a
is
kid.
like a huge motivating factor for me, because I don't want him to live the same life I've lived. There's a huge genetic component to sociopathy, and the other half of that is your environment. So I have to do everything I can with his environment to overcome his genetics.
How did you feel when you first met your wife?
My favorite thing to do when I'm smoking, sit in some nature, enjoy the sunlight, forget.
It's always been her, even though there was a period of time where I was really not a good boyfriend. I was not a good partner. I don't deserve to still have her, but she stuck it out and knew that there was a person inside of that version of Greg that was better.
Do you go to therapy?
I have gone to therapy in the past. At the time I was in prison, I did have what's called a therapeutic community, and they do cognitive behavioral therapy. And when I left prison, I didn't continue. Nowadays, it's more like self-led. Like I do self-exploration, and with my partner, we kind of explore it. If something happens, she'll gently let me know. It feels like an accusation, like you're doing something wrong. I'll shut down. I don't like being told what to do. So a lot of the times, I don't know, I require gentle guidance.
Is that you think like you've learned how to cope with being a sociopath?
So the way I look at it,
Real quick, I know it's like a label, but I don't like that they keep calling him a sociopath.
Oh yeah, like not
like it's just like,
to...
oh, you're not normal, you're a sociopath. Like it's like you're discriminating. That's just me. I get that's a disorder, but it's just the way they.
That'd be
keep
like me saying,
that.
"Oh, you're ADHD." Like
Yeah.
just continuously saying it instead of
like reminding you what you are.
Yeah, instead of just saying, "All right, said it once, that's it. I don't need to say it no more." But I get what you're saying.
I had to say that because I'm like, anytime I hear them say sociopath, like I get that's the point of this video.
But it just paints them in a different.
Like, really like discriminate. Anyways.
It makes them look worse.
Look worse, and not everyone is like that.
Yeah.
But anyways.
is that I've learned how to not destroy my life by accident. I can manage to stop those thoughts and impulses before they lead to actions.
How can I know that you're being honest with me, and did you lie to any of us?
I don't think I've lied to anybody. I guess I could be lying to you, but it doesn't serve me to lie to you or to most people. I'm here to like share my actual lived experience. I'm not gonna lie to you about it.
We'd like a chance to meet face to face. So let's do it.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Hi!
We're good.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Hey,
Greg.
Nathan. Nice to meet you, Greg.
Likewise.
I'm quite a face to you. Sounds cool.
It's a pretty face.
It is. Nice to meet you.
Likewise. Those are great questions. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. So, let me get back here. So, how'd you feel? Or
I mean, I
what
guess
did
I
you
never really
looked
I
into
didn't really
it.
I didn't really understand what the definition of a sociopath was, and so really seeing it from a different perspective, like now I have a better understanding of what that is, and like not everyone is gonna show you like, oh yeah, I'm a sociopath. Like they're not gonna make it obvious. Like they're
Right.
human,
Yeah.
just like everybody else. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody goes through their thing, but it could define someone, but at the same time, I don't feel like it really should. Like, when you're dealing with is what you're dealing with. And you can either be proud of it, you can be ashamed of it, you can take it however you want. But seeing this video, like, I felt for him. Yes, he could have been lying, but as he said, there was no purpose for him to lie. So, like, I don't know. I thought it was a pretty interesting video. Like, now I can see, like, why he thinks the way that he thinks and like what he did. Like that's, I didn't know sociopaths like that's how they were thinking.
Nah, I didn't know that they kind of lock away their memories and not really hold like those memories.
They don't have like an
close.
emotional attachment to.
Yeah, that's what
things.
he said. To me, I just got a different perspective, or it opened my palette up to something new, because I knew about the subject of a sociopath, but it wasn't really, educated in that field.
Yeah.
So now that I kind of got an understanding and a grasp, you know, it does help me understand, like, hey, they just like us. They just have something that kind of makes it hard for them to express their emotions or their feelings. And it kind of makes it harder for them to have that emotional attachment to memories that they have made.
That's sad.
It is sad. And
Like, yeah, there's some memories I wish I could forget, sure. But
everyone
at the end of the day, we can't take that away. But the fact that, like, there could have been really good memories you went through, and like, you could purposely lock that away, or you just genuinely don't remember. Like, that's like, like me, I would want to tell my kids when the time comes, like, oh yeah, this is what mommy and daddy did. Like, mommy went through this, daddy went through this. Like, I want to be able to share that with my people. And I don't know. It just, like, I'm mental, like I said earlier, mental health is a real thing. Like, people go through their thing every day, but it doesn't really define you like that. I don't know, just push through, keep going, find your ways to cope, keep pushing through, do what you need to do. So that's all I gotta say. This video was actually a good video. So.
And when you're finding your journey to mental health, make sure that you also hit us up with a subscribe, because you know you got to be a part of.
What?
You know what I'm saying? You might want to watch us while you going through your thing. So you know, subscribe to the channel.
Yo.
Like the video.
That was the wrong time and place.
Let me just
to
be
do
serious for a second. But anyone that's going through mental health, please seek the help that you need. It's okay for you to get help. You are not weak because you need help. You are not.
Better yourself.
Yeah.
Like, do what you need to do to better yourself. Even if you go through trials and errors, do what you need to do. You'll figure it out.
Get help.
Shit, I'm still trying to figure it out myself.
Facts. But get help. Do whatever you have to better yourself and to better the people that are around you.
Absolutely.
So.
Well said.
Just to be serious. But now to get back to the jokey joke, make sure that you subscribe, like, drop a comment down in the comment section down below, whatever videos you want. Like I said earlier, the original link will be in the description down below. So if you guys do want to just watch it on your own time and take what you want from it without us being there, completely okay. But I think you want us there, so.
I think so too. Alright, so let's end this off now.
Let's end this off. Boom, boom.
You did it twice. You keep doing this.
We're going to do it twice then. Because.
You keep messing it. Alright, let's do it twice. You're.
Twice works better anyway. We out.
Bye.
Deuces.